This is a wonderful show. Thank you, Ted, for coming in from Wisconsin on your vacation. I'm here from England. The rest of y'all, we will see you next time on the Third Side Convo. Bye.
Wow. That was as fiery as we thought it would be.
So far.
Oh, actually, only twice. Only twice have we done fish and chips.
Was it any good?
One was the guy left the skin on it, which he said was the way to do it. I didn't like it that way.
I used to go to England.
Left the skin on it. What are they talking about? It sounds dirty.
Okay, I think, can the Zoom people hear, or can you guys hear the Zoom people?
Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah, I hear, but I did find the perfect pub, though. This pub is you just sit around and chat, and oh my God, do they want to know what I think about the unmentionable people that I don't talk about.
Bob, can you hear the Zoom people?
Hey, Bob.
Hello, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Bob, can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Hello, hello.
We can hear y'all.
Excellent, excellent. Here's the after party, folks. Let me tell you, this was an interesting one. I found it to be quite interesting. Bob being out in the UK, that really made for some interesting style, and his lighting isn't perfect and all that. But hey, he's enjoying some wine and doing some cool stuff.
Looks like a beer to me.
Why?
Is that a beer? Oops.
It's a beer.
Zoom people, what do you think? Can we start off with how about Jeff? Jeff, what did you think, Jeff?
Well, first of all, I want to give Ted some kudos. He did drop the K word and then he caught himself really quick. So I don't think we should be too hard on his Kamala slip. So kudos, Ted. You're getting much better. I will give you that credit. I thought it was interesting. I thought everybody brought up some great points. Stephanie, I just want to say you guys can't see her chat, I don't think, but she agrees with Ed. So we want to throw Stephanie into the chat. There you go, Ed.
I gotta read the chat. Oh, that's right. I'm not on Zoom.
Yeah,
that's right.
we've been conversing back and forth. And I don't know. Well, I will read. I don't know if you guys heard what she put earlier. She said, Project 2025 sounds like a pipe dream for certain brands of conservatives and sounds like something very unlikely to achieve mainstream support. Seems like it's all good for is ammunition for liberals to scare people away from voting. That's my impression anyway. Is that?
Well, that's probably
he's not on the theater, is he?
I think it's more to generate money for the Heritage Foundation more than anything, but that's.
But I don't know. Ollie and I seem to agree about. I think Don had mentioned, or somebody had mentioned about starting at the top. That seems where all the corruption is, and then work your way down through government, where a lot of the more civil people, they obviously don't make the money and seem to have most of the pressure. So I agree with starting at the top if you're going to start cleaning house.
So Ollie, what were your thoughts?
Can the 4 other guys hear us or no?
Yes.
Yes.
We can hear you.
No, they can. I was just going to remind Ted that Florida doesn't have a state income tax.
Yes.
I know. I slipped. Yes, you're right.
Okay.
Texas does.
So I read only the part of Project 2025 as it relates to the Defense Department, and I liked pretty much all their suggestions. But in my defense, I haven't read anything else about Project 2025.
Defense Department.
Okay. How about Mr. Peter Gallo? What are your thoughts?
Sorry, guys, I missed most of it. Nobody told me today was Thursday. But I did want to sit in on this one, unfortunately. So I can't comment. I mean, I could comment, but I'd be talking out of my ass.
That's very political of you, Peter.
Well, talking out of my ass. Well, why should I be different from anyone else in the country?
No different than any of us.
Yeah.
I see a Steve Johnson logged in, but no video. Yeah. Steve, did you had any comments to throw in the chat?
I don't know if Steve's still with us. He was on the screen with us for a while.
On the side?
This is when I wish I had that sound of crickets.
Yeah,
And
right.
I don't have crickets to
No
give you.
doubt.
Sorry.
Deep, deep.
By the
I
way,
will tell-
Ted, I have worked here in Florida next to Florida or California artists that still made California wages, and I still made Florida wages because it's so cheap to live here.
I worked with a woman. She worked in Pennsylvania. She lived in New Jersey. She paid state taxes in both.
Yeah, I have too. I worked in California being a Florida resident, and I had to pay California taxes. When I worked in Oregon, I had to pay Oregon taxes. So, which I really, didn't have a problem with. I did have a problem with California people making more money than I was in Florida and getting higher per diem.
Well, I can understand that being upset about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people think in the sports world, that's one reason why NFL teams and Major League Baseball teams have a hard time signing free agents in the state because it's 13% income tax at that level. So that's $130,000 on $1 million.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason that all the pro golfers live in Florida where we have no state income tax also.
No income tax. And Nevada.
Here, right?
And Nevada.
Yes.
Well,
My golfers from University of California, Homa and Marikawa both live in Nevada. Well, actually, Homa lives in Scottsdale and Marikawa's in Vegas.
Now,
I will say one thing that was very interesting,
Yeah.
and it's a unique thing that we should really look at, is that when we take a look at how the system works, everything was being attributed to the candidate. This thing was made way, way long ago. And it was designed and trying to lay out to really raise money for the Heritage Foundation. It wasn't made by the candidate. The candidate hasn't talked about it at all, and yet it's being locked and said it's him.
Well, I heard a comment that the candidate probably hasn't even
Except the parts he liked.
Yeah. He's trying to
The thing
distance
is, though-
himself because it's not favorable.
But more than 40 people have their names in it work for him. So it's definitely designed to fit his body.
Well, is it
Matter of fact,
designed that way, or is it just that happened to be a coincidence that these 40 people work for him?
Well, if 300 people
Steve.
worked on it, and
Or wait,
40
no,
of the
it isn't. Sorry.
people that happen to be in the Republican Party decide to work there, that kind of makes sense. It might happen that some of them might end up working in this cabinet because they're the prominent Republicans, not necessarily because of that particular project or that document.
Right.
Some of them are pretty key policy setters for Trump. They have a big hand in that. I'll send you the names.
Yeah, the guy who's the author of this damn thing is up there with Trump. Trump actually said on the stage that he's put in charge.
Don't follow. Ted is not someone you should follow just because he's throwing out that we don't want to do it.
Right? No. I heard the same thing on the speech, and Trump actually said this guy was Trump. Oh, I said the name. Ooh.
I just felt it was a
There you
good
go.
way to talk about what a lot of the Republicans want. So I think that when the Democrats actually come out with a platform, we ought to have a show on that also.
Yeah.
Right?
But will they?
Not all of the shows.
Whoa. Bob, first off, this isn't the party coming out with it. It's the Heritage Foundation.
That's what I mean.
You want to take the extreme of it. Let's take AOC's platform and stack it up.
You're killing me. You're still using the name.
You can't use
You're on
that
fire
one
today.
because that one requires too many spell checks and word capitalization to even understand it if you could read it.
Oh my goodness, you guys are killing me.
Oh, see, that's why we don't sidetrack into the people. Sorry, Larry.
Right,
You know
we
what?
haven't heard-
I must admit that you're very quick with the stamp on Larry. He doesn't necessarily deserve it that quick, okay? But that's why we don't do that, Johnny.
Bob,
I watched it. I didn't hear.
I only have so many buttons. I can't press them all at once.
I didn't hear any policy come out of RNC. Nothing.
Bob,
I didn't hear
I
any
would
policy.
like to.
Not one.
Wait, we got
I just
Ollie
wanna
over
know-
here. Ollie, what
Go
you have
ahead,
to say?
Ollie.
I was going to say I'm now shifting over to the anti-Project 2025 because Stephanie posted that it mandates to ban or criminalize pornography.
Yes, bingo. I'm against it right there.
There you go. Yeah. What are the lesbians going to do? Hey,
And she says not sure how they're going to enforce that.
They can't enforce that. It'd be impossible.
Well, that's going to be really interesting. I mean, I'm sorry, but the only platform I've seen so far on the left side is to change candidates and not say what the candidate is, just in case they want to change it again. So that way, no one knows who we're going against yet.
I've never heard Trump's plan for how to battle inflation. And we can do it here. It's over. Never heard his. I'm still waiting for his tax returns. I'm still waiting for his tax returns, and I'm still waiting for his healthcare plan. So there. Where's his
I'm waiting
healthcare?
on the medical.
He promised for 6 years.
I'm waiting on this one right here. Hey Ted, I'm waiting on this. What happened? There's no medical. What happened?
He's not having it to drink.
That was a
happened to this?
conspiracy. That's a conspiracy. He didn't really do it. It's all
Oh, God.
All right,
You're
boys.
doing a great job of proving why the hell I do the show the way I do it. The first time you mention a
Well,
person,
someone's got a background TV on. I don't know who that is.
I don't
You should find
either.
you know there, Jeff.
It's not me.
What are you seeing tomorrow?
No,
Bob,
but
what are
you
seeing
aren't you the
tomorrow?
host? You should be able to find them
Well,
and mute them.
I was trying to figure out where it's coming from, but
I think it's coming from Steve.
oh, well, Steve's not even on the screen.
Yeah, so mute him in the participants list.
Can I mute him?
not here, man.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got. Oh,
This is- I-
it was
by the
there.
way, just, you know, Steve works for Ford Motor Company.
Oh, it was him. But it's weird. It's a blank box, but until I scrolled my mouse over it, I couldn't see it.
Heading over on the Dover to Calais ferry and going to go to Bruges, Belgium.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
we're going to head over to Belgium tomorrow.
I've been
And
to
then
Calais. Yeah.
stay the night and then come back. So yeah, it's gonna be a blast. Suleen, it took her a while to do it. It ain't cheap, obviously, and you gotta, but yeah, we're gonna head over on the ferry.
When
Hey,
can
Peter's got some sort of a comment on Belgium, isn't it? Something about
Okay,
famous
Peter has
things
a comment. We got to hear
Belgium.
this, Bob.
Thank you.
Hold on.
All right,
Peter's
Peter,
got a
go
comment.
ahead.
Let's hear what Peter Gallo has to say.
The Queen sent me to Belgium. I can tell you the name of the bar where I fell down the stairs because I was drunk.
No.
No.
You don't want to know the full story of that one. I've been to Belgium. I've been to Bruges. We got in trouble in Bruges for buying little lace butterflies and attaching them to our berry because the army thought that was not soldier-like.
No.
But yeah,
What about what you say about famous things in Belgium?
oh no, that was a joke about apparently a French newspaper. Now I don't know if this is true, but a French newspaper apparently ran a competition. Name 10 famous things in Belgium, win a prize.
Strawberry waffle, chicken waffle,
Chocolate, chocolate, dark chocolate,
Oh yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
milk chocolate.
I have a joke, a very vanilla joke. You ready?
Vanilla.
Kamala decided to name, Kamala
right.
decided to name the CEO of IKEA as his vice president. And he's already started to assemble a cabinet.
Very good.
rim shot.
Awesome.